Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Rob Rodriguez. Now, it's the first show of August 7th. Sure, no stress quite yet, but as you may know, August is also back to school season, so it's a lot of stress on the children and the teenagers right now. But no stress on the people who already graduated, because they already got a 9-to-5 situation going on. I start off by giving a message to the seniors this year. I'm not going to say what class I'm talking about specifically, because this video is going to be around for a while, so I could be talking about the class of 16, the class of 17, even the class of 2032, for all I care. So, this is a message to you. Sure, it's all fine, you're doing good. You're like, senioritis doesn't have nothing on me. However, just wait until about April. You're going to be tired, you're not even going to care what you're wearing. Your shirt is going to be like buttoned down a little too much. Then you're going to do a show for 2 weeks straight looking like you let yourself go, and then the third week you do a show, you're all broken out in acne. Well, I mean, I'm broken out in acne all the time, but that was just ridiculous on the May 29th show. But you got to remember, that day in May, you'll be looking back at your high school days and saying, what did you do to yourself? So as you may know, Sears, JCPenney, all these clothing retail stores, Target, they're airing commercials right now for the first week of school fashion, the back to school, because you basically want to reinvent yourself for a 5-day period. Like, you're wearing clothes that you wouldn't necessarily wear, like, they're celebrity mode. You're in a celebrity mode here. You don't wear the same thing twice. Well, I mean, you wear the same thing twice, it's just that you mixed and matched. So let me walk you through something called the back-to-school cycle, aka the first day of school. You're going to walk into your home classroom, and it's basically the same thing every year, you're not too surprised. The teacher will pull up a PowerPoint on how the year is going to go, but we all know 200 days later something could change in that PowerPoint. Followed by that, you have to do these get-to-know-each-other activities, even though you've been following these guys since you're, okay, I want to say freshman year, but there are some really young people, so I would say since pre-K. So I'm going to need a hall pass. No, I'm just playing with you. I'm going to need a minute. There we go. So, almost everyone's made jokes about this. Everyone's talked about this. But I'm going to try to keep my version of it less cliche as possible. Sometimes drive-thru windows are completely frustrating. I mean, you got the speaker outside that's collecting dust, and it's always in the rain. You're talking to it, but it's like you're basically talking to a brick wall. The person on the other side, they're really not getting anything you're saying, especially if you have a very thick accent. I mean, when you order inside, it's no different, but that's just another story for another time. That'll probably never happen. I mean, the most notable person to bring up a drive-thru is Gabriel Iglesias, because he did this revenge piece about people at drive-thrus, where he uses a very high-pitched voice to fool with them. Yeah, that's probably what you were thinking about, and then you're going to be like, clicking on that video, and you're like, the Rob Rodriguez show brought me here. I mean, I appreciate the plug, I appreciate that you're actually watching the show and bringing it up on other YouTube channels. Anyway, this is Paraphrasing Rainbow, our very first one that's actually completely based off of a chapter book. So, this is Paraphrasing Rainbow. The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Completely paraphrased because I only saw the movie. So, it's a book to die for. Preferably by a bow and arrow or a swarm of bees. Either way, there's a guy named Gale in the book, too. So, 3 weeks ago, we debuted a segment that I guess really didn't do great. It was called Things You Never Thought of Doing. Here is the clip. This bit is called Things You Never Thought of Doing. The segment where I bring up something that you probably never thought of doing, but I started a revolution and made you start doing. Have you ever thought of watching the show Friends on mute, just to see how fast their body language is? Yeah, the thing was, it was a very busy week that week, so I couldn't really get much done with the show. Well, that's the show for you this week. Until next time, this is Rob Rodriguez saying, see ya.